How's it going, Top Forest TV? My name is Jack, and welcome to my preview for Nottingham Forest versus Al-Qadsiah. I think that's how Google Translate gave me the pronunciation. In our final pre-season game of the 2025 pre-season period. So yeah, we round it off then at the City Ground against Al-Qadsiah. The team who are currently, if I just check the table, I think they're fourth in the Saudi Pro League. They are behind Al Nasser, Al Hilal, and Al Ittihad. Not doing too badly from all accounts. I think they're into the round of 16 of the King Cup of Champions, and they're in the semi-final of the Saudi Super Cup. They lost on penalties to Sevilla, losing 4-1 in that one after a 2-2 draw. Drew 0-0 with Levante. So yeah, they lost against a team, I believe they're a Belgian side. I think they are. Yes, they are. The team who are currently top of the Belgian Pro League. They lost 2-0 against. Was it 2-0 against? 1-0. 1-0 in that one. And yeah, they've got a couple of notable players. Al-Qadsiah. They've got Nacho Fernandez, who was at Real Madrid. Won a number of Champions Leagues for them, I think 5 or 6. Matteo Retegui is an Italian forward. I believe he was once Argentine, but switched allegiances. He's a name that we know. Cohen Castells, Belgian goalkeeper who played at Wolfsburg. So yeah, they've got one or two players that you probably have heard of before. There's Equi Fernandez, I think. Did he play for Argentina in the World Cup? Don't think he did. I think I'm thinking of somebody else. But yeah, they've got a decent side with a couple of notable names in there. So yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting one. Looking at their recent results, like I say, managed to get a 2-2 draw against Sevilla, draw with Levante. Not too shabby. Yeah, there was a side who have beaten Al Nasser this year. The team with Cristiano Ronaldo. So yeah, look, I think it's going to be an interesting game. I'm gonna put my hands up and say I've never heard this team before. They're not a side that I've ever come across before. Not one of these sides when you see sort of Saudi teams looking to buy players. They're not really ones that cross your mind. You think of Al Nasser, Al Ali, Al Hilal, Al Ittihad. Al Ettifaq, I think they bought a couple of players from the Premier League. Jordan Henderson, they were managed by Steven Gerrard, if you remember. But yeah, we've got an opportunity to face a Saudi Pro League side and see what they're made of. They don't look too bad based on their most recent fixtures. Fourth in the league as well. Not too bad at all. But yeah, I think it's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see sort of what pans out. I feel like every time I come on these videos about pre-season friendlies, I'm kind of saying the same thing. Another 0-0 draw, another clean sheet, but another game where we don't score goals. Scored 1 goal in the entirety of pre-season. But again, I'm not too worried. I'm not too fussed. I think it's an opportunity for us just to really get some fitness back in our legs, to really get to grips with match sharpness and game experience. Obviously they've had a couple of months without it, so it's building things back up. And the main real games start next week. Next Sunday at the City Ground, we have Brentford. In our opening game of the season, and that's when it really counts, and that's when it really matters for me. The side that we played against Fiorentina looked like quite a strong one. I'll just get the lineup here on my laptop, if I can find it. There we are, Nottingham Forest. Matches. No, with Fiorentina. Does it show the lineup? No, it doesn't. Fantastic. Just bear with me 1 second. I'll see if I can find it. But it was quite a strong lineup. We had. I thought, that could kind of be a similar kind of formation. Oh, sorry about that. A similar kind of setup, to the one that I expect us to play going forward. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to find it here unless I have a look on the Forest website. Is it going to be on there? No, it's not. It's not. Yeah, I should probably have got it up beforehand. But yeah, we did play quite a decently strength side, and one that I looked at and thought, yeah, you know what? I'd be happy to see something similar to that when we start against Brentford, a week on Sunday. A side that had very decent players in there. I think Dan and Doy started. Chris Wood, I believe, was in there. We had a very decent side in there, and I think if we see something like that, it might be an indication of who Nuno's looking to try and play going forward. Here we go. It's just arriving right about now, I believe. Here we go. So we had Sells, Williams, Murillo. We had Jaya Cunha at the back, as well as Milinkovic. Cunha played at right back. We had Anderson, Gibbs White in the midfield with Hudson-Odoi and Dan Undoy in the middle with Jesus and Wood up front. So actually that's a 4-4-2 formation. So is Nuno going to look at doing something a little bit like that going forward into the Premier League season? I don't know. Be really interesting to sort of see how he approaches that one. I feel like if he goes back to his 4-2-3-1 in this game on Saturday, then it could be an identification that he's probably going to play that way going forward. But again, if he opts to go for that 4-4-2 again, then maybe that could be in his thinking. Elliot Anderson and Gibbs White in the middle, with the two up front in Wood and Jesus. But yeah, it'll be really interesting to sort of see what that situation is and whether or not we look to go back to what we were successful with last season, or if we look to carry on this new experiment of a 4-4-2. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this game. Looking forward to see what Al-Qadsiah can offer us, what they're able to do, the players that they've got. They've got a couple of well-known players who have been around the block and experienced quite a bit in the likes of Cohen Castells, Nacho Fernandez, and then Matteo Retegui, he's someone who I thought might stick around in Europe for a bit, but has made the move over to the Saudi Pro League, like a lot of players have done. Yeah, it will be interesting to see sort of how he performs, what he's able to do, and just how he's able to cause us issues and that sort of thing, and how our defence are able to react to it. We've had a very strong defence all pre-season. The only time we've conceded has been a 1 goal against Birmingham, which wasn't the best, and then 3 goals against Fulham. So yeah, it's not been horrific in that regard. I think pre-season friendlies, you get worried about results when you're losing 5-0, 4-0, getting spanked, in every game. We haven't. Okay, we haven't attacked and got loads of goals going forward, but we've had a decent run out, and I think hopefully we can get a win against Al-Qadsiah. Yeah. I can't remember. But hopefully we can get a win against them, and hopefully we're able to end on a high and go into the Premier League season on a high. That'll be really helpful. But if not, I don't think it's panic stations unless we get absolutely leathered. I don't think it's panic stations too much. I think it's just an opportunity for us to gain the experience and the match sharpness and the match fitness and all of that stuff, and then we can really look to focus on Brentford going forward. I'll do a video on Brentford next week. I'm away actually over the weekend of that game, so I'll try and keep my eye on the game as much as I can. But yeah, looking forward to this one, and hopefully we can end on a high. Be interested to see if Nuno sticks to that 4-4-2, if he goes back to the one up front with the attacking midfielder in behind, 2 out wide, 2 in the midfield situation. But yeah, really looking forward to the season. Looking forward to seeing how we do, and hopefully our last pre-season friendly can be a positive one. If you go and hope you have a fantastic time, and it'd be really interesting to see how we got on against the Saudi Pro League side. I don't think we've ever actually played one since the money in that has entered their shores. So yeah, be really interested to sort of see how things pan out and how things go. I feel like we should probably at least keep a clean sheet, because look on the averages, we've done that in nearly every single game we've played bar 2. And yeah, hopefully we can get a couple of goals in the bag. Angus Gunn over the line now. Whether he'll, Nuno will give him a game, I don't know. But yeah, we'll see how things pan out. We'll see what happens. Hopefully we can get the win and end pre-season on a high. But if not, I won't be too concerned. My main judgment will come starting on next Sunday, and hopefully we can start with 3 points against Brentford. But we'll focus on this game first. Hopefully we can win. Hopefully we can have a good performance and look a bit more confident going forward and scoring a few more goals. So if you did enjoy this video, smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new around it and you haven't already. I'm kind of glad pre-season's over now and we can focus on the actual season. And hopefully we can have a successful one. And hopefully, if you want to join Talk Forest TV on the journey of the 25-26 season, then smash that subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and come on, you Reds.